All local, all morning.
We are back for a final segment at the Ray Skillman Car Museum in Greenwood with Donnie Gardner. And right now, before we show the carousel again, we want to remind people who have just tuned in, but please check the website to see the history of this. This is an historic carousel that was probably built about
1928, 1931.
Now being renovated by Ray and his team, and if you want a little more history about that, you can go back and check. But before we show this again, we are inside now. Is this original technology?
All original. The date-coded parts on this are from 1928. We took and we found the date codes and stuff on it, and we tried to restore it and freshen it as originally as possible and still make it safe.
Okay.
So,
but this is really some of the same hardware. That's astounding.
Yeah.
Okay, so just point out a couple of things real quick.
Well, it's this is the drive assembly over here. This is the electric motor. Believe it or not, that's only a 5-horse motor, and this right here is
a 5-horse motor with how many horses?
Yeah, right, with 30 horses. Yeah, and this is we call this a hot dog roaster. It's the resistor assembly because it's a variable speed, and that's what it takes to operate all of it. And it's got a brake assembly and all that stuff on it. So
earlier in the show, we showed Cherie doing the paintings on the top, and we showed Eddie working on the horses. That in itself is incredible. But now what we'll do is let's throw the switch. John, our photographer, is actually on the carousel, and then we'll show you a wide shot of the whole thing. But let's throw the switch and see what happens. And there we go. I hope we don't lose our photographer. You know, there's a whole, for people who are experts on these carousels, there's a whole study of how the horses are posed with their feet and their mouths and everything. So if you're a carousel aficionado, you'll understand all that. Look at that. This is going pretty fast.
yeah, yeah, and it'll go way on up there. We've been real careful with it because it's so old.
Now, I asked you this earlier, but this will remain here at the museum.
Yes, yeah, it'll be here. Ray bought it, and it's one of his babies.
We are actually taping this early in March. It's actually mostly done, but it'll probably take you another several weeks, right?
Yeah, it'll take about another month. We should have it all done in about 30 more days.
And it is open to the public, but it's not necessarily a place for kids because there are a lot of expensive cars here. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that's it's good for kids, but there's some really expensive stuff in here, and it's Ray's personal collection.
I got you. Donnie, this has been an incredible experience, and we thank you very much. And it's a treasure, and you have some great artists here. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.